Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to our last lesson dealing with emotional and psychological trauma. This is part 4. I'm Dr. Cecil Cockerham. So let's jump right into the lesson and see what we can learn today. Trauma recovery tip. Get moving. Get moving. Trauma disrupts your body's natural equilibrium, freezing you in a state of hyperarousal and fear, as well as burning off adrenaline and releasing endorphins. Exercise and movement can actually help repair your nervous system. And that's what we're trying to do here in these lessons. How do we deal with the nervous system? Because that's what's been affected by traumatic events. And this is something that I've studied for many years, understanding the nervous system. And that's part of what we do when we do an evaluation that's absolutely free, as I'll talk about later. Try to exercise for 30 minutes or more on most days. Or if it's easier, 3 10-minute spurts of exercise per day are just as good. Exercise that's rhythmic and engages both your arms, your legs, such as walking, running, swimming, basketball, and even dancing works best. Maybe you can go dancing with your partner and get your exercise. Add a mindfulness element. Now, I think this is important here. Instead of focusing on your thoughts of distracting yourself while you exercise, really focus on your body and how it feels as you move. Now, I had an accident several months ago on the ice that affected my body. And I tell you what, I've become much more alert and aware of my body since that 4 months ago event that affected my body in traumatic ways. So I can assert and be sure to tell you with certainty that you can become more aware of your body if there's a reason why. My why was because I had aches and pains. Notice the sensations of your feet hitting the ground. For example, or the rhythm of your breathing, or the feeling of wind on your skin. Rock climbing, boxing, weight training, or martial arts can make this easier. After all, you need to focus your body movements during these activities and avoid you having injury by doing that. Trauma recovery tip. Don't isolate. Oh, this is so important. While a trauma, you may want to withdraw from others, but isolation only makes things worse. Connecting to others face to face will help you heal. So make an effort to maintain your relationships, avoiding spending too much time alone. You don't have to talk about the trauma. Connecting with others doesn't have to involve talking about trauma. In fact, some people that can just make things worse when you talk about your traumatic event. And I found that true even considering my situation when I had an accident on the ice some months ago. Some people don't want to hear it. In fact, I have a saying, nobody cares about your trouble but you for the most part. Comfort comes from feeling engaged and accepted by others. So when you do talk about it, you want to talk about it with friends who can accept you just the way you are. Ask for support. While you don't have to talk about the trauma itself, it is important that you have someone to share your feelings with face to face. Someone who will listen attentively without judging you. And that's the key, without judging you. Turn to trusted family members, friends, a counselor, or a clergyman. And that's what we do here at the Institute. We have a listening ear because I've been a coach, counselor, and mentor for more than 25 years. And one of the skills that you have in that arena is that you learn to listen, participate in social activities. Even if you don't feel like it, get involved. Do normal things and activities with other people, activities that have nothing to do with the traumatic event that you experienced. Just get involved with people face to face, and you'll feel a lot better. Connect with old friends. If you're retreated from relationships that were once important to you, make an effort to reconnect. This is so important. Reconnect with old friends. Perhaps I could bring a healing event in your life by just talking over the events of the past that were perhaps happy times, even in your childhood with an old friend. Join a support group for trauma survivors. Connecting with others who are facing the same problems can help reduce the sense of isolation. Furthermore, hearing how others cope can help inspire you in your own recovery. When you hear success stories, testimonies of others who have come through perhaps even worse situations than you have, this can inspire you. Yep, there's hope for me too. Volunteer, as well as helping others. Volunteering can be a great way of challenging the sense of helplessness that often accompanies trauma. Remind yourself of your strengths and reclaim your sense of power by helping others. See, when you help someone else, you're really helping yourself because we're all connected in this universe that we live in. Make new friends. Let me say that again, make new friends. If you live alone or far from family or friends, it's important to reach out and make new friends. Take a class or join a club to meet people with similar interests. Connect to an alumni association or reach out to a neighborhood or work colleagues. And you can always contact me, as I keep saying over and over, at drcecil@iocc.us for a free Zoom meeting. Now, that's not as good as reaching out to an old friend and having coffee. Honestly, that's one of the better things to do is reach out and have face-to-face communication with an old friend. Talk about the good times. It'll make you feel better. But if that's not possible, I'm always available. I'm as close as the internet. Just send me an email and I'll set up a free Zoom evaluation with you. And perhaps that can get you jump started in a better way to deal with these traumatic events that have caused you to be stuck with the emotions that I call trapped emotions that's caused havoc in your life, perhaps since early childhood. And for some good free information, I want to suggest that you go over to www.quantumlifenow.org. Some great free information there. And if you are interested in getting certified to do that particular work, there's a program there that's available at your fingertips. You can sign up and get started even today. I'm Dr. Cecil Cochran, and I want you to thank you for being part of this journey with me as we share with you how we can deal more effectively with trauma, emotions, being stuck, and being most of all learning how to be free. Jesus said, whom the Son is set free is free indeed. We have been freed. We have been freed. May we engage in freedom. And we can do that by helping each other. So as I always in our conversations together, be blessed today because you already are.